My name's Christopher Deans, and I'm the Manager of Investor Relations at Canadian Tire. I was at a CIRI conference or event, I can't remember exactly where the mentorship program came up, and I thought, this could be a great opportunity for me. I firmly believe in, whether I'm the mentor or whether I'm the mentee, it's always great to partner up with someone who either has more experience, in this case being the mentor, in order to learn and develop yourself. And I also find it to be a great opportunity when it's not somebody specifically at your company. I think it allows you to be that much more candid and get much more candid feedback as well. My first meeting with my mentor was, it was a bit more structured, because I think what we wanted to do was just get an idea of, what are the key topics that I want to focus on, and it also gives an opportunity so that sometimes those first meetings, when you don't know the person, they're almost like a first date. They could be a little awkward. So when you have pre-canned questions involved, it makes it run a lot smoother. But since then, we meet probably about 2 or 3 times a year. It's usually my mentor who will shoot me an email because I've fallen down the rabbit hole somewhere during earnings season and says, hey, let's get together. Is there anything specific you want to chat about, or do you just want to sit around and talk shop and see what comes up? One of the main things is that outsider perspective of, the IR programs at Canadian Tire. It's, when we're just bouncing or when I'm bouncing ideas off of my mentor, she might come back and say, well, have you ever thought about this? I would say give it a shot. When I was considering if I wanted to go into the mentorship program, I took the perspective of pretty much the way I work and live. If you don't give it a try, you're not going to know. I tend to think in general, most professions or activities are well suited to a mentorship. But I do agree that the IR profession is especially suited for a mentorship role. And I think a lot of that can go back to, it's almost similar to no kid ever, in kindergarten when asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Nobody says an accountant, and I became an accountant first. And then second to that, I don't think most people, when they start their professional career, ever consider investor relations. I was an accountant originally. I started actually out of university in sales. I left sales to get my accounting designation, and I remember the owner of the company I worked for at the time said, "You're insane. Why are you leaving a sales job to be an accountant?" And I said, look, if I can sell, if I'm great at communications, one day I will come back and I can use my finance and my communications, and there I was in IR. But once I got in there, as I previously mentioned, I had that strong finance background, but it's the communication side. It's more of the soft skills that can be difficult to learn. And IR teams are typically very small teams, so it's a bit of trial by fire. You're thrown in the deep end of the water, you can't swim and there's sharks. So I think having somebody who's already said they're gonna designate some of their time to find a mentee to help coach them is an excellent opportunity to help learn some of those additional communication skills, or to just drop ideas off of an independent third party to say, hey, does this make sense? Should I be doing this? Or am I going to get laughed out of the room?